Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. With all the power outages and some people having power and some people not, I decided to do our class in a recording today. And I want to remind you that you're still responsible for your work. So today we have a couple of things I want to review. I want to remind you that today I am going to be waiting for your learning objectives for Tuesday and Thursday, which is today's. So please go ahead and take a picture of your work and send it to me through Teams in a chat. Also, I wanted to remind you that your Candy Bite Chapter 2 comprehension questions are due today. If you went ahead and did them on Canvas, that's great. I will just look at them and grade them in Canvas. If you did them in your notebook at home, that's also great. Just take a picture of it, send it to me via Teams, and I will put your points in our Canvas gradebook. Today, just like I told you on Tuesday, we will be starting off with a quiz. The quiz is on the questions on Candy Bite. If you recall, on Tuesday, I had a slide that had the questions that I told you to take a print screen. I told you to practice them so that you'd be ready for the quiz. Those questions are on there. And there's also a couple of questions on Chapter 2, on the Candy Bite chapter. You are allowed to have your Candy Bite chapter, your comprehension questions. You can use the answers that you have there and just transfer them onto your quiz. So please try your best. Remember, we are practicing complete sentences. So remember your grammar and your spelling. Every complete sentence starts with a capital and has an ending punctuation mark. So make sure when you get to the questions where you have to write your answer, please make sure that you keep that in mind. The only other thing that I have for you today is to begin to read Chapter 3. And you will read Chapter 3. I want you to do annotations, okay? And I want you to, as you're reading, I want you to highlight, underline, make notes on the characters that come out in the chapter, what relationship those characters are. Are they friends? Are they best friends? Are they sisters? Are they cousins? Is there an aunt? Is it an uncle? Is it a community member? Okay. And I want you to take notes or think about the relationships in the chapter between the characters. What kind of relationships do they have? Is it a good relationship? Is it a tumultuous relationship? Is it an on and off relationship? Okay, and then make sure that you are highlighting sections that support the information that you're taking out. So if you say, Sofia and Berta have a great best friend relationship, then if that's one of the things that you put on your notes, then you should be highlighting pieces of the text that give you examples that show that they have a great relationship. If you say Sophia hates her mom, see that's a kind of like an example of a relationship, then you would highlight sections in the story that support that thought. Okay, so I want you to be ready. So read this chapter, annotate it. You will have today's period. You will have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. On Monday, I am going to go ahead and give you your comprehension questions, and they will be due next Tuesday. So on Monday, I'm going to send a Canvas assignment to everybody, and that Canvas assignment is going to have your comprehension questions for Chapter 3, and you are going to turn them in to me when we meet on Tuesday for Period 5. Okay, so make sure that you keep up with your reading. I am going to try to send everybody a recording of the reading, just like I did for Candy 2. Hopefully I will get that done today and send it out to you later today or by the latest tomorrow. All right, so our learning objectives for today. Oh, my goodness, look at that. We're not in week 12. We are week 14. I really don't know why I have week 12 in my mind. So we are week 14, day 3. First learning objective, I will complete check-in quiz. Don't forget, when you do your learning objectives, you still have to identify the verbs, and you also have to identify the what of the verbs. So what's the verb in our first learning objective? I will complete check-in quiz. So hopefully, Albina, Juanito, everybody is saying your first verb is complete. And what is it that you're going to complete? And I hope everybody is saying check-in quiz, right? And you're going to do the same thing for your next learning objective. I will turn in Candy Bite comprehension questions. So what's the verb there? Hopefully everybody said turn in. And what are you turning in? Your comprehension questions. All right, third learning objective. I will answer week 14, not week 12. Week 14, day 3 discussion questions on Canvas. Okay, so one of the things that I am going to have for you today on Canvas, and these will be due on Monday, are a couple of discussion questions on our story. So what is your verb there? Hopefully everybody said answer. And what are you going to answer? Discussion questions. Very nice. Last learning objective. I will read and annotate chapter 3, the Holy Host, focusing on character traits, interaction between characters, and make connections. All right. So what are your first verbs? That's right. Read and annotate. Do you have a third verb? Yes, you do. That's right. Focusing. Okay. So what are you going to read and what are you going to annotate? Chapter 3. And what are you going to focus on? Character traits, interaction between characters, and make connections. So this slide, the links on the slide will be in our video channel in our ELD3 teams. Okay. Real simple. I do want to show you our quiz. I want to show you what it looks like. You do have some multiple choice questions, and you also have some open-ended questions, which are questions that you have to answer. Okay, so our check-in question says week 14 check-in quiz. Don't forget that you have the immersive reader on this. So this will help you read, listen, and even translate if you're not understanding some of the questions. Okay, so it says read each question and possible answer. Use your chapter annotations and questions to answer. Please remember to answer in complete sentences. All right, so this is what it's going to look like. I want you to read the question, read your possible answers, and you have 2 questions that you have to answer. Please remember to click submit. I need you to take this check-in quiz today because this is one of the ways that I'm going to verify attendance. So once I get your check-in quiz, that is the second way that I'm going to verify your attendance. The first way is once you click and watch the video, I'm going to want you to respond to the post where the video is to say, okay, Ms. Sanchez, I saw the video. That's my first way that I'm taking attendance. And I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Stay safe. Hopefully we'll see each other. Those of you that are in class, hopefully we'll see each other on Tuesday. Don't forget the discussion questions in Canvas. And keep reading. Keep reading. Okay? Love you guys.